And in 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's going on?
I'm just chilling.
How's it going?
Just straight up booling.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, but let's be honest, everybody knows you.
I don't think everybody knows.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Luke, also known as Wufflez in the Melee community.
Wafflekins.
Luca Wufflekins is the full name.
That's what that's from, right?
Yeah, so the story behind that, might as well start from there, right?
Might as well. It's not like we have anything else to do.
This is definitely impromptu.
Well, that's fine.
So I think I was around like 11 or 10 or something, right? And my oldest brother just got an Xbox, and my parents were like, we'll give him all a little bit of like Xbox Gold memberships or whatever, for like whatever it was, like the shortest amount of time you can get it for,
right.
Whatever it was, like a month or whatever. And I needed a gamer tag at that point, and my sister at the time, who was like 7 or 8, just screams out, "Luca Wufflekins!" And like the cute little girl fashion, she's just like, "Luca Wufflekins!" Like I'm her big brother, even though she's got 2 older brothers. Just like gives me this funny name, and I'm like, you know what? We're rolling with it.
It was just random, just
completely random, completely random.
So then you just took that and just
the words out of the mind, the words out of the mouth, including the mind of the weird like little girl. Yeah,
let's go.
That's the basis of my tag. But Luca Wufflekins is way too long.
If you ever get famous with that tag, you have to pay her, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, she gets royalties. She actually has already spelled it out in a contract.
Really?
She was a lawyer at the age of 8.
Wow. I was about to say she's probably wicked smart now. How old is she now?
She's. I have to do math.
Okay.
Sorry. She's 18, turning 19 soon.
So she's only a year younger than you, or 2 years.
I'm 22, dude.
You're the same age as me? I actually didn't know that. I thought you were young. I'm not going to lie.
I look young.
But you know what? It says class of 2015. That's when I graduated as well.
Class of 2015.
So, yeah.
On the back, it says just derive it.
I've got my expansion shirts on.
I'm sorry, I didn't rep the brand.
That's okay. Going on sale soon, as everybody.
Oh, on sale? 15% off?
No. They'll probably be like $20, something like that.
Okay, so that's not bad.
But that's not bad at all.
They're actually really good quality. I was surprised when I helped out at the Grand Prix and you handed me the shirt. I was like, that is really comfortable.
They are really nice.
Shameless plug for the expansion.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the expansion podcast. I'm allowed to plug as much as I want, right? No, I mean, yeah. So they are, and we're gonna get sweat rags soon. We're gonna get hoodies.
Okay.
I don't know about the hoodies.
Hoodies are a popular thing, though.
Hoodies are, but they're Florida, man.
It is
Who
Florida.
wants a hoodie in Florida? It's so hot.
A lot of people. Have you seen people at these tournaments?
It's wild. It's wild.
You gotta stay.
Paul?
You gotta stay warm. Oh my! Yeah. Paul shows up.
Paul's always wearing a hoodie.
Looks like he's in a burqa.
I'm telling you, it's because he's actually jacked.
Oh,
and he just doesn't want to show anybody.
No, he's humble about it, right? He doesn't want to just. Nate would feel inferior to Paul.
Well, Nate has walked in his Skypad shirtless. No, I'm just kidding. He hasn't.
Interesting.
No.
The rivalry continues.
No, of course.
Between Nate
they
and Paul.
had a money match today. Yes.
No,
Nate
I didn't see it.
Him. Yeah, Nate 3-1'd him.
Does Nate normally win?
Yeah, it's back and forth. That's why it was a grunge match when Paul was here finally. So
Paul comes out of the woodworks. Crawls out of his cave, his Discord cave, and just.
And then I 2-0'd him as well in brackets. So what happens? So we're gonna be playing a game. We're playing tanks.
Tanks. I have played tanks back in the day.
It's been a while, right?
Back when I was a young lad.
All right, so tanks. And for those of you who don't know, tanks is old, pretty old, right?
I think it's pretty old.
It's like
it
90s?
looks different from the one I played.
Well, this is a
like,
remastered version.
Yeah. The original had like green mountains and they were jagged and it was weird.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't understand.
So, I don't even know if we want to like move in on here, but we're gonna be using the same controls.
Okay.
Because it's a turn-based game. So what it is just to kind of explain to the people watching at home is each tank gets a turn.
Does it have something to do with tanks?
I hope so. Otherwise, we're playing the wrong game. But you get different items and different missiles that you can shoot at your opponent. And obviously, the objective is to blow up your opponent. And you have to calculate the trajectory and how far away your opponent is and how much power that you put behind your bullet. And then you try to blow each other up.
My newfound engineering degree to work.
Yes, finally.
It is not going to come in handy here. I promise you.
Cool. So we're just going to...
Whoa.
This is nice and loud, too. All right. Player 1, type in your name, Wuff.
Oh, no. Big Wuff.
With a Q.
Yeah, with a Q. That's what I wanted, All right.
And what color do you want to be? There's Nooch.
Give me the Nooch.
Yeah, I got you.
Nooch.
And
Falco.
then go ahead and type in Proga for me.
Yeah, I'll be the gentleman that I am.
And I'm gonna be Republican Red. red pill Proga.
Red Pill. Can you be sponsored by Red Pill too?
Red Pill?
Yeah, it's a subsidiary of Red Bull.
You think so? That's funny. Yeah, so it's your turn. You can control your pitch using the up and down arrow keys.
Oh, and I'm all the way over there.
Yep. You can't. Yeah, unfortunately, you can move
fine.
that over.
We'll figure it out. Okay. And there's other things to do.
Yeah, so you can move going left and right, but you have energy. You see the green tank up in here?
What if I don't want to move? What if I like where I am in the
Then
valley?
you can stay there. Yeah, for sure. This is your power. I believe you change power with Q and E.
Do I have enough energy? I have
Probably
the high
not.
ground, Anakin.
Oh my goodness.
I have the.
You were the chosen one.
I can't see where I'm shooting though.
Bump this down to low. Look at the low graphics. The circles are barely circles.
I can't shoot this low. I was just gonna blast you.
You can't shoot that low. But the problem is
as low as it goes.
So you have different ammunition and small missiles.
Weapons.
You have an unlimited amount of small missiles because it's like your test
looks like
bullet.
It says I have 99.
It's
gonna be honest with you.
But you can switch through it. And you also have a volcano bomb.
Okay.
And that's it.
Oh.
For now, it's only first turn. There's different turns.
Well, we're going big or going home. We're gonna volcano bomb.
So this is like a burst shot. It shoots out 5, and space bars to shoot.
Okay. How do I control power, or do I not?
This is Q and E. Try Q and E. Or try page up, page down.
Page up, page down. Where'd that?
Over here.
Oh.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
I don't see. I gotta get a feel for the power now.
Right. Of course.
We're going. We're literally just gonna go straight at you.
And space bars to shoot.
And hope we'll do 80.
So that's full power. That's gonna rocket way past, or it might just hit me. I don't know.
Who knows?
It is a volcano bomb, so it does.
All right. Ooh.
Dead on.
That was direct.
But you're gonna hit yourself.
Oh no! No!
You killed me.
I don't have. Oh. Well, that game was.
So game 1 is simple. You obviously had the high ground. So now you get points, and you can purchase whatever you want.
It's not like a one-time thing.
Now there are different things. You can have shields. You can have parachutes. So if you blow up a ravine underneath me, and I just fall, I'll just die. But your parachute will save you.
Oh.
You can teleport.
What if I'm just a baller and I'm like, no, we're going in with nothing, saving the money.
That's how I do it.
Save the shmoney.
That's how I do it. Yeah, if you're skillful.
Oh, there's my money or whatever.
Yep,
up there.
right here, up here.
Dude, I could afford an atom bomb.
You can, yeah. Atom bombs are.
We're getting
dope.
the atom bomb.
Okay.
Again,
just one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't afford 2, so.
Boom, you got one. Next player. I don't have
everything.
I don't have anything. I'm gonna get this. Nah, I'm not gonna buy anything. Your money transfers over, of course.
I assume.
And I believe it's my turn now. Yes.
That would seem fair.
Yeah. Right. All right. Now I have the high ground.
Well, I mean, we're kind of even. I'm not, but you can dream. It's fine. I was wait, you were the chosen one because I had the high ground. I was Obi-Wan.
I'm just gonna go.
I never watched the new Star Wars movies.
What? You've never seen the new Star Wars movie? I missed. Yeah, but that just means I need to recalculate.
All right, let's see.
So speaking of tanks, we were talking before. You're a fan of a big military.
I am
jumping right into politics.
Jumping right into politics while playing tanks. No, I think. Well, oh wow, yeah, okay.
That engineering degree is just not.
It's not cutting
it's not good.
Dude.
It's not
cutting it. No, I just think you're never gonna understand what in this case the opposing countries or your opponents are ever gonna think. Right?
Sure.
Showing a decrease in military could be problematic.
Okay.
Right. Sensing weakness, your foes could upgrade their military rather quickly, and since we're in an age where technology is very efficient. I am not confident in decreasing the power of the military when there's other powerhouses that could not instantly, obviously, but pretty quickly increase power of the military. I kind of like being safe,
I feel like, at least for me, having a big military, it's very easy to overstep your bounds into...
I used volcano bomb. I did not mean to do that.
Okay, so now this is interesting.
You are stuck.
When my health is low, my power... gets drastically reduced.
Oh.
So I can't go past 21 now, right?
So you can't touch me. Can't
Or
touch this.
I'm just going to teleport
You are no.
right on top of you.
Does that hurt me if you just teleport on
No,
top?
it doesn't.
Well,
But now you can't hurt yourself without. But I only have 21 damage left, and you have full health.
It's my turn now, right?
Yep, you can go straight up. Or you could just attack me. Yeah, that's fine too.
Why? I'm not moving fast at all.
No. It's because you're uphill as well.
Oh. Okay, so
There you go.
now
Yeah,
we're
there
in
you go.
business.
But it's very easy to overstep your boundaries, at least in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no.
From having a big military to just, I mean, obviously not invading other countries, but
Can we just use the small bomb? I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know.
I think you can change it with.
There's got to be a way, right? Wait, was it Q and E?
Yes,
it's
Q and E.
Okay,
So you don't
okay.
want atom bomb because you'll kill yourself.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna
Just small missiles, fine.
hitting small.
That'll probably. Oh,
Well-
you missed. Haha. Yes. And now I'm in the advantage.
No. But yeah, no, overstepping your boundaries for sure is like an issue. Obviously, it's a more globalized society now. No. We're a globalized society,
I
Evan.
missed.
You're terrible at this.
Oh, I did hit you. Just a little bit.
Barely. You're toast now, though. I know the power.
No.
I know the power.
I'm living.
You have 9 power. Can you even reach me? Probably. Right?
God, I hope so.
I hope so.
Oh, I killed us both. Yes.
What? What?
I killed us both. I got him. All right, it's
Listen,
your
I
turn.
didn't agree to this suicide.
I
pact.
know.
I don't know. I don't
What do you
know
want? What do you want?
That atom bomb did not help me.
But you keep it.
I do keep it.
Yep,
I'll
yep,
take it.
You'll take another one.
No. No.
Okay.
I want to see what they all do.
So
well, don't tell me. I want to figure it out.
okay,
Let
yeah,
me
that's
figure it
fine.
out.
That's fine. Some of these are kind of cool.
Get me. Airstrike sounds broken.
It is
broke. Hot shot. All right, I'll take ball V2.
Okay.
I don't know what it does, but we'll find out.
The balls are kind of interesting. And now I'm saving up money.
Oh, what are you gonna get?
So you can upgrade your engine, which
you gonna get an airstrike?
I might just upgrade my military just full on.
Oh, you're taking my advice. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I see how it is.
So you can upgrade your engines, which will allow you to move faster, cover more distance. You can upgrade to like move hills, so you can move up hills without wasting as much.
Can I be like?
tank.
Can I move the mountains? Can I be a Tyranitar type tank?
So one strategy, and you'll see there are different terrains. Sometimes there's massive mountains, and one strategy
I was
is just
kind of expecting that. Otherwise, this trajectory thing doesn't seem to be very like helpful.
Right.
I'm just kind of firing straight at
yeah,
you.
that'll move.
I
That'll
want
change.
I want the mountain in between us, so I got. Pew.
Some people just atom bomb the mountains and just flatten the mountains.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So I'm going to upgrade my armor. That's what I want.
I think you can withstand this power.
Oh, I can withstand it.
I
It's your
think
turn.
you're
now.
ready. Again.
Oh no, it's my turn because I
It's-
lost.
oh.
Loser.
Yeah, loser goes first. You're a loser.
Because I lost first, but I still killed you. I don't know what I want.
You just want to be free, Evan. Find your wings and fly away.
I
You don't
guess
want
so.
this battle. You don't want your 36-degree. He's at a 36-degree angle. 55
Oh,
power.
nice.
Fires the missile.
Nice. Hits you with one of them. Let's go.
I'm living.
Boom, baby.
But
that's good damage.
Not really living.
That's good damage.
Okay, so we gotta get a move on, little trucker. Oh,
You're going backwards. You can't move up.
this is
You don't have enough.
This is an issue.
You don't have enough. Yes.
This is an issue.
So this is where the strat comes into play.
and we're all out of tissues.
of course.
All right, time to figure out what ball V2 does.
Ball. Oh, okay. Do what you want.
He's.
Ball's kind of fun.
We're gonna see what it does. YOLO. All right, what do I need?
Space bar.
I probably need. I could probably leave it at 50. That might work.
Oh, that's actually gonna hit me direct on.
That huh?
It keeps going.
Huh?
So the balls travel up mountains and up hills,
Interesting.
and
I did not do what I wanted.
I know.
Why couldn't I put like backspin on it?
Because they only go right or left, whichever way you're facing.
Hey, listen, I'm not telling anybody what their political orientation should be. They can go whatever way they want.
I'm gonna back this puppy up. Fire. Ah, schnitzel. Oh, that's a
my
dead.
God.
Oh, I gotta hit myself. Ah!
I think I definitely lost.
You just died.
That's what it would appear.
Well, you also lost all your parachutes, so you just done. Donezo.
Oh.
What do you want?
I'm just gonna save it up.
Save it up?
Save
Okay.
it up. I don't got much.
So I won that round. I'm getting armor.
Stop upgrading your armor.
I'm getting a lot of armor.
You seem like a pro.
So the strat at this game is just armor.
So you've
random.
What?
Perfect.
what?
This is the fun.
I can't do anything.
This is the fun of tanks.
I can't do. I literally.
And you see our points in the right up corner. So now I'm winning.
I don't think I can do anything.
God, I hope not.
My engineering degree has taught me one thing.
Oh, you have that atom bomb.
But like that.
That'll kill you for sure.
I was about to say I can only.
Yeah.
Just.
Well, you can. So you can shoot above the screen, and it'll. Flatten an arch.
That's what literally I'm going for. We're going full power.
I mean, I have to do the same thing.
Seeing where this goes. What?
It went off the screen.
Oh, it went that far?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep. Nice.
Whoa. I think I've got a good wall here. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it to you. But so you're probably just going to lay into the mountain though, and then I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know my trajectory. I know what I need.
Well, you missed.
It doesn't matter. Next turn. You're not going to get me on the next turn.
Oh, you don't think so?
No, absolutely not.
You don't think so? Money.
You think? Right on me?
Right on you. Calling it. Huh.
Got him. I need to drop this down a little bit. Let's go 63.
Why not 69?
Perfect.
I mean, I don't think that was perfect.
Oh, it's perfect. It'll be perfect next round.
Is there something with like snow?
No,
And I'm gonna get
there's nothing with that.
avalanched?
All I'm saying is if I can make you drop down that mountain, you're in a shit show.
Well, yeah,
You're in a
but-
shit show.
But I'm gonna hit you with
Now, if you
this
look, there's
fire.
also wind, 50 miles an hour going to the left.
Oh,
Yes.
that would explain.
And I forgot to tell you that. So that's pulling that.
You have misled me. Where's the
am-
wind? Where's the wind? I don't see it.
It's going to the left.
Oh, okay. I see.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's right here. Ooh, that was good. That might actually hit me dead on. That's money. Oh, I'm living.
You got all that armor. I gotta break it.
Oh, they all missed.
Oh, use the volcano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one will be money. You ready?
Next one's money.
Are you doing atom bomb? Just
Yeah,
drop the
yeah.
atom bomb right on me.
Yeah.
It's
I want 52.
a little bit less.
No, that's 52.
A little bit less than last time because you hit me right here.
I hit you with 54.
I see.
That was 54. All right. We gotta go for it. Gotta break that armor.
Let's see if my armor saves me. I'm living. Yes.
Jeez, but you can't hit me. You can't hit me though. You don't have that much power. No, don't do it. We will literally just both die. We can't move. If you think I won't just volcano bomb my own butt, you're sadly mistaken.
I have armor. The fact that didn't kill me is only because of my armor.
I know. I'm so mad. Would that do more damage if I actually made a direct hit? Or
It
not?
would have insta killed me. Yeah.
Oh shit.
It would have insta killed me for sure.
Oh.
Definitely.
Oh.
Definitely. So I can't do anything.
You can teleport. I don't recommend it. Please don't. Evan, please don't. Evan.
I don't know what
I'll let you win a money match if you don't do it.
Money match. What?
Oh, the wind has changed. Whoa.
Whoa. Hold on. What?
I didn't wait, maybe that's why I didn't. Oh.
We're moving.
All right, well.
That's the strat. That's always been the strat ever since day one. Where are you going? You going down there? You can do that. Drop it down to 0, actually, if you just wanted to drop on top of yourself.
There we go. We got a 1. Boop.
I'm living.
No.
You know what I'm doing? The exact same
Just gonna
thing.
kill yourself though. I got more.
Negative.
You're terrible.
What?
You can't move.
Oh my god, why am I moving? Okay.
Do you think you can get a direct hit?
Oh, hell yeah, I can.
Huh.
I killed you
Why didn't you die?
because I have armor.
I thought you were at like 0. Why didn't you die? You're
Look
at
at
like
your
0?
money.
What the-
16,826.9579022.
Do you think they round that to the nearest cent?
No.
Huh.
They round it to the nearest
I
millionths.
like how you can see there's a 2 there just getting cut.
Let's just get cut off. I love the quality of this game. It's fantastic.
I think Bethesda can learn something from this quality.
Well, not only that, I think Game of Thrones could learn something from the brightness.
Oh,
You know?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, never mind. Was it wasted?
Yeah,
Joke was wasted.
sorry.
It's all good.
It's funny, even though I don't like watch Game of Thrones. I love the memes I see of like the nobody, and then somebody like says something or whatever.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
nobody, and then people who haven't watched Game of Thrones. You know, I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you see Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's so funny.
I haven't seen a single episode. I don't
And it's
even
like,
know.
if someone who's a vegan plays guitar and watches Game of Thrones, if they do all three, what do they tell you that they do first?
Ooh.
Because those three people, they have to tell you that they do those things.
Maybe they complain about the lack of guitars and vegans in Game of Thrones.
That's probably true.
I feel like that's a good option select.
probably true.
That's the melee mindset coming into play.
Yeah, you got to pick all your options, right? Or pick the option that'll cover the most amount of...
I think I've lost this.
I think you're good. I mean, you got a lot of money, so you can buy something. Try a different strat. So shields are really, really good. Shields are an instant barrier that I have to break. So armor...
Well, I already have shields, though. It says I have 8.
You do have a couple, yeah.
So why would I buy more? I haven't even used
Because
the 8.
super shield is busted.
I don't have to buy
It's true. It's true.
I can buy another ball.
Now, airstrike is also dope.
I feel like that's probably just an instant kill.
It's not.
No.
It's not. It's good, though.
See, if I'm trying to play smart, I go for the upgrading the armor.
It's true.
Am I smart is the question. Or do I want to test out what other stuff is?
Other things are really cool. So shower's cool. Hot shower's neat.
See, I think I want to test out the shower. Give me the shower.
Okay,
We'll
yeah.
test out the shower.
Shower's cool. What else do you want?
I mean, I don't got much else, so we'll leave it at there.
I'm pretty sure the V2s go uphills and the small balls go downhills. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah.
It looked like the V2 one was just kind of rolling.
Well, it defied gravity. It goes rolling. All right, Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit.
That's who sings that song. I keep it rolling. What?
Why does he have a Limp Bizkit?
I don't know.
Why doesn't he just like cook it properly?
I don't think that's how it works. What do I want? Oh, do I upgrade armor or do I get?
Just get like 3 more armors. Like,
oh wait,
well.
I can get an armor and get an airstrike. That's what I want. I want to show
So
you.
wait, I'm confused what the armors do. Are these armors stacking or?
Yeah, they do.
So I literally have like I don't think I got a chance.
No, you do. You just have to and you can shield. You can use shields, of course, to keep the game going even longer.
That would require smart play. And we're gonna go for the shower. I can't move up the hill.
So I will suggest that for shower, you don't want to aim on me. You want to aim a little bit less than me.
Okay. I can't move up this hill. You see the little...
Oh, and there's a 72 win, so just account for that. 72 is a lot. It's out of 100. Or no, it's not out of 100, but 72 is a lot.
I have no chance of making this. We're gonna do 15. This is such a risk.
Ooh, shower? Okay, do it. I mean, I'm in the bottom of the hill, so shower will
Such a
probably
risk. No!
That
It did nothing.
Genuinely terrible.
Why you gotta make fun of me?
Sorry, but you might actually
I
just
have
suck
the
at this.
high ground. There's no escape for you. Except, clean tactics and good aim.
I'm just going to show you what airstrike does.
Oh, you got one? I didn't even notice. Oh,
yes.
no.
So,
oh, no.
airstrike.
Joey, don't do it.
I'm going to aim right towards my face and fire it. And now I get an arrow.
I think, no, you want to aim a little left because of the wind, right? Oh.
So airstrike doesn't account for wind. Airstrike just kills you.
No, I assume. I was trying to trick you. I was trying to hit with the tricks.
So it's kind of busted, but it's expensive. It's expensive.
Yeah. Now I can't buy anything though.
Yeah, right.
Fuel
is always good.
We're just fuel has not helped me any. I've been stuck in like
I know, in just terrible
I was
situations.
stuck on a mountain. I had my own personal shield though. That was nice.
That's true.
And then I still lost.
That's true. It is what it is, man. It happens
like that sometimes.
I'm
rolling with nothing.
Okay.
We're going the school of hard knocks.
So I can't afford any of this. I'm gonna.
I can't afford any of it either.
I'm getting an atom bomb.
Why do you need that for?
Money. What?
What do you need that for?
I don't know. You'll
I
find
thought
out.
we were friends.
You'll find out. Oh, this is the fun one. It's just blank.
But
you go first.
I'm just gonna try and get as close to you as I can,
That's a terrible idea.
and hope your atom bomb kills you.
Well, I have armor, so it'll kill you.
You know,
first.
I've got no other options here, man. I got no other
Try the
options.
shield. Try the shields. If you hover over this, you can activate a shield.
All right, hit me with the shield.
All right.
I don't know what it'll do.
Which one do you want? Do you want
I'll
weak
give you the
shield?
strongest one I have.
You have a super strong shield.
I want a super shield.
All right.
Okay, and then shower. What if I just nail you?
Okay, don't be that close. You do want to aim it up because you didn't see what happened before.
That's fair. We'll just use this then, and then go full power.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what happens.
Right at you. No.
You missed.
I don't know if you know, but I'm finishing up my chemical engineering degree at the
really?
University of South Florida. I don't recommend 100 power. It did not work for me.
I do.
Why would you do it? It didn't work for me.
Were you at full?
I think I was at the lowest degree I could. Huh.
Cool. Neat.
Okay.
That's
This is a
broken.
fun game.
That's busted.
I still have no money.
I didn't know it was that good. So next or what?
Yeah, no, I'm not buying it.
Okay.
I can't. Oh my god! Why are you at
So now I can just buy everything. So
Why are
this
you-
is the reason why this game is kind of dumb. Is because once you start
Dude,
winning,
the rich get richer.
it's a little like capitalism. The rich get richer and the poor just get poorer.
I love the idea behind the game Monopoly. Somebody explained this to me. I thought it was hysterical. Which was so they treat it. It's basically just treated just like real life. You know, once you get this Monopoly, you got a lot of power, and then you just slowly bleed everyone else dry.
right? Well,
And
that's
they
the
have no
thing,
way of countering it unless they get their own Monopoly.
Is in real life, it's exactly what it is, man.
Exactly.
It's
But
exactly
that's why
what it is.
Monopoly
There's no
sucks.
options of getting any further in life.
Monopoly
you are
sucks
fucked.
when you're not.
From the time the man shrinks down on your life, you are fucked, and there's no way of getting out of it. Absolutely not. Stocks aren't a thing. Investment isn't a thing.
So there's a this is a weird like fact for me to know, but I actually really like this game. There's a Wii game called Fortune Street.
Fortune Street.
Fortune Street. So basically, it's like a think Monopoly, but with all your favorite Nintendo characters playing as the characters.
Okay, sure.
On a bunch of different boards,
Sure.
as well. Included in there is like there's districts, which is like kind of like Monopolies. You want to buy properties in the same district, so you can get like district bonus. You have 2 in the same district, you
Sure.
get more money for people who land on it. Blah blah blah. It's very similar to Monopoly, except for the fact that there is stocks.
Oh.
And when you can invest money into your own property, it's kind of like building houses, but it's not like a set value. You just invest however much you want.
Okay.
And so the trick is basically to purchase stocks in a district where you own property, like purchase a lot of stocks, and then invest a lot of money into your property in that district, so it raises the stock price so that
So it's
you
just
gain
busted.
money.
You can just keep making it bigger and bigger.
There's a cap. There's a
Okay.
cap. It's actually a really good game. I thought it was really fun, but
But it's a Nintendo branded game.
yeah, it's Nintendo brand. It's got Nintendo characters and Dragon Quest characters. Oddly enough.
It's Nintendo capitalism.
Basically.
Is what that is.
Basically.
Well,
Nintendo
might
is
as well.
thrusting their views upon us.
that seems pretty cool to me. I mean, they do that already, right?
I mean, what was the there's a game theory about how Mario is a communist.
Mario is a communist.
I thought it was so funny.
He
He wears red all the time.
But he's a blue collar working man, which I guess means he isn't a capitalist, right?
Oh, you can be blue collar.
I mean, I guess so. But
Oh,
normally it's like white collar's capitalist.
But
Whereas blue collar is like gain control of the production, communism, right?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know what you're going
Never
on
mind.
about.
Okay, I don't know.
Saying the blue collar workers are going to rise up with a revolution?
Yeah.
Communist revolution is happening.
Finally.
Actually, probably is going to happen eventually. I'm very worried for it.
That is interesting. Okay, hold on. Looks like
I saw.
looks
a
like we're
meme.
done with tanks for a little while.
Yeah. No, I
Um,
saw a funny meme that was it said democratic socialists are just communists who aren't brave enough to start a revolution.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
Well-
that's kind of true, but like they'll eventually do that.
It's interesting because at least the way Karl Marx described it, and I'm not
I want to point out
professor.
neither of us are
Yeah, I was about to say,
well versed. We just
but-
have our opinions.
the way to achieve communism is to first achieve socialism and then to literally revolt. And
Yep.
there are a couple steps in between that. As first is like create an atheist state. Second is to like, seize the means of production, and then it's to revolt. And so you see that especially in like places like Venezuela, which implemented.
Dude, shit went down in
fucking
Venezuela
crazy,
like
man.
yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
You didn't see? I mean, we're not gonna show this video on stream. Is
God, no.
no. So Maduro, I think, is the current
Maduro, yeah.
Maduro, current like dictator of Venezuela. With I don't remember the name of his opposer, who I think won the election, but should be in power, but isn't.
Yes,
There's
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of names. I just know.
Yeah, a bunch of crap's going on in
the
Venezuela,
situation.
but basically they are revolting. And there was a video. I think it was MSNBC that was live streaming video footage.
Oh my God.
Of the revolts going on in the streets, and a car. Like a military car.
I did see that.
Yeah,
A
military
truck
car started running
like an
over
SUV
people.
started running over people. I did see that,
and the
actually.
news anchor was like, yeah, we're going to want to cut away from that screen on the left. Because it was live.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
I mean,
And you got to be, that's like the news station's worst nightmare. You got this something that should have obviously not been shown on air.
Right.
Like, this is not safe for viewers.
well, I mean, that's just one of the problems of just covering the news is sometimes it's horribly
Happens.
realistic. But this is actually a really interesting topic. It's like, obviously, people who have these socialist ideologies, like, they're not evil. They don't have malicious intent.
Oh, no.
At least 99% of them are. Most of them are well-versed people.
My big gripe with socialism, I don't want to say the standard thing where it's like it's great on paper or whatever. I don't think it is. I think people should just have their
Sure.
freedom. I'm a big freedom kind of person. I just want
Sure.
people to have freedom. But let's say socialism did work, right? We have this. Let's say the leader is actually a fantastic person. He's a lovely guy, a guy you'd hang out with, have a
Like
beer
an,
with, whatever.
an enlightened monarch.
An
type of
enlightened
thing.
monarch. He's
Sure.
like, and he's like a good, like he's legitimately the best like leader you could ever have. It doesn't matter because when someone has that much consolidated power, there's going to be somebody below him that's like, oh, if I just take him out, then I get all that power.
Sure.
It doesn't matter how good your leader is or how nice he is or whatever, because there's going to when there's power that can be obtained, people are going
It's
to
the old
obtain it.
phrase, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And it's this thought process that wherever you have a system of hierarchy in any particular fashion, there's always going to be people who are going to try to trump each other and try to, step over people's bodies. But as I was saying before, it's like these ideologies, like these socialist ideologies, aren't evil.
I don't think
Like to
there's-
start, and there's no malicious intent.
Yeah.
But the natural order of those thought processes and of those ideologies leads to evil actions and leads to revolts and leads to people dying. At least in my
Yeah,
perspective.
I like to think we're both probably on the same page with this, like where it. So, like, let's take the Republican-Democrat divide, right? Democrats are always calling Republicans racist. Republicans are always calling Democrats like stupid,
Right.
Whatever. Like, once they you just need to realize that like we all want the same thing. We're all living in the same country. We just want a better country. You just got to look at it from their point of view,
Right.
And you have to explain it in a way for how you view it. And this goes for both sides. Both sides need to explain it in the view like they're a person. Don't treat your enemy or your political enemy like
Of course.
an animal. Like no, that the purpose of debate is to change minds. You're not going to change a mind by just shouting like insults.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think an even more important
most people have like a good intention. We just have
Right.
different ways of trying to solve it.
and that's what I was gonna say is never assume malicious intent.
No.
Never assume that someone is trying to be evil or trying to be mean, because that's how things get really nasty. When you start assuming what other people are thinking and what other people are meaning by what they say, things get really nasty really quick.
I think there's society's kind of changed a little bit to kind of trying to read what the other person's thinking, right? We don't because we've now got this idea that there are dumb questions.
Like the whole like trigger society,
Yeah, it's like people
which I hate that phrase, but
people don't want to like just keep asking like, well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? But it's something that's important to know. Like you need a full story.
right.
You can't just like glaze over like your policy prescriptions with like this blanket language. You need either specifics and you need to explain how it's gonna work, why it's gonna work, and I feel like that's definitely what's lacking in like the government.
And I know we were talking about him before, but that's why I'm actually kind of a big fan of Andrew Yang. Again, I'm as libertarian as it gets, and I am very conservative, and I have some liberal perspectives, and I am not a fan of Medicare for all. I think it's a horrible idea. But he's got a lot of good ideas, and he diverges from a lot of the more mainstream Democratic candidates, in which he doesn't believe in free college, he doesn't believe in open borders, he doesn't believe in like big military. But the one problem that he does have is he thinks universal basic income would solve all of our problems, and that's obviously not a thing. But I do think universal basic income is a really interesting idea. And it's a really good social experiment.
That's a way to describe it.
And I think it would work, but with those stipulations that I said before, if we got rid of Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, food stamps, every other government subsidy, and just had universal basic income, I think that's as libertarian as it gets, because the government's already giving out money. So why regulate the money you're giving to people? Just give it to them. Just give them cash. You know? It's stupid.
That's a theory.
You know?
I'm going to leave it at that.
I don't know.
I think my favorite part about Andrew Yang is Yang Gang.
Yang Gang. Oh.
He's definitely got the best crew.
He's so intelligent, though, and he knows how to
I'm not going to say he's not
argument.
intelligent. He's running a billion-dollar company.
Right.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a good idea to run a billion-dollar company. If he wants to trade jobs,
that's for sure.
I'll do it.
Well, the way he looks at it is he is the Trump candidate for the intelligence people, right? So he is a capitalist, right? He builds companies. He has built companies before in the past, but he's taking all of these ideologies that Trump won on, not that he ran on, but what he won on, and making them work for him. So a lot of like the working class people like voted for Trump, and he's trying to take their vote and make it work for him.
I saw a different post that was really funny, because it was like, so basically it's like somebody walks into like the DNC like headquarters or like their meeting room or whatever. It's like, all right, guys, here's the plan to make sure we win the election in 2020. We gotta be normal. Just be normal. And then it shows like quotes from Democratic candidates. I think it was Pete Buttigieg says late-term abortions are okay, and the guy's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, what was another one? I don't remember all of them, but I know it ended with Bernie Sanders saying, "I think the Boston bombers should be able to vote," and then Kamala Harris saying, "I agree," and the guy just like, "Oh my god."
Well, that is the interesting thing is right now the Republican Party is the incumbent, right? Yep. So
incumbent advantage.
They don't give a shit what happens. They're just like, yeah, Trump, just back him, whatever. But the Democratic Party is running around with their heads cut off.
Somebody, I think it's Bill Weld. Bill Weld is making a bid for the Republican nomination.
I don't even know who that is.
I want to say he was the...
What does he have, like 1% or less?
I think he was the running mate for Gary Johnson in 2016.
Oh, I see.
I think.
No wonder they got very far.
And he's making a bid for the Republican nomination. I was like, that's a take.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I mean, go for
allowed.
it. Listen, man, if you want to run.
You can put in front of the Republican Party the best Republican congressman or whatever who would have so much support or whatever. It's not going to beat incumbent advantage.
Absolutely not. Well, especially the Trump incumbent advantage.
Although, Trump incumbent advantage might be a disadvantage for all we know.
It might be. His numbers aren't looking too great, but
I think it'd be...
Once we get around to party time, when we start picking who's going up for our party... It's going to be Trump. I just feel like
Trump's obviously like there's no
right.
The Republican Party would be stupid to not put Trump in. Like he won already.
Yeah,
he might as well throw him in.
Obviously, the incumbent has a 40% chance.
Support.
Yeah.
Like obviously he has support. He won the first time, but I literally made the claim earlier before some shit went down was that Democrats run Joe Biden, Trump has no chance.
Absolutely not.
If they run Joe Biden, he has no chance. And then Joe Biden gets caught with all this
No, even before
stuff.
then.
No, I think Joe Biden would have.
If the Democratic Party put Joe Biden in before all this shit happened, I still don't think. Trump. I don't think so. I think he was just
a somewhat normal candidate.
Well, that's the thing is that's not the way the Democratic Party is going.
I know.
And they're trying to force themselves to look like this new progressive party.
It's bizarre to me.
But yeah,
it's
very
bizarre to me that when the Republican Party goes further right, I feel like it's a very clear fact that the majority of America is in the center.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's a very clear fact. So when the Republican Party goes more right, the Democrats are like, you know how we counter this?
We go more left.
More left. It's like, what?
Well, and it's not even the fact that the Republican Party is going more right. It's just the fact that Trump is in office makes the party appear like we're really like alt-right, like super far right. But it's like, and I'm saying don't even consider myself a Republican.
I think we're both libertarians, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm registered Republican because
me too. Yeah, of
like
course.
Primaries.
So it's just weird. I should stop saying we. I think that's really bizarre for me. But I guess
you're not used to a different person in the melee community.
Yeah,
being,
right.
Like,
yeah, I know. But what was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, it just seems like having Trump in the presidency makes the Republican Party seem really far right, even though the policies he's pushing aren't necessarily all that right.
No,
so the Democratic Party is trying to capture the more progressive part of their party, and they're going super far left.
It's funny looking at Trump as a president, and it's like what he's done hasn't been anything. Literally, the most radical thing you can say he's done policy-wise. We'll get into his crazy Twitter later.
It's bullshit.
The most radical thing he's done, like policy-wise, is trying to build a wall.
And that is definitely radical, but he has to because that's what he ran on.
Radical.
Well, that's what he ran on. And if you run on that platform, you do kind of want to push that, especially if you're the incumbent.
So I don't think a wall's radical. I could care less about a wall personally.
Right.
I don't. It's like whatever. It's a lot of money, but it would also stop some illegal immigration, but like doesn't stop a lot.
Right.
It's like I understand both sides, and I personally just don't care.
Well, that's why I think it is radical.
I don't think it's radical.
I think it's radical because the other side feels it's radical. Right.
So you think because
Trump knows that it pisses them off.
Oh, for sure.
And so,
dude, Trump is a troll in the Oval Office.
And
that's so funny.
I don't know. Trump is a lot of things, but he knows what he wants.
That's fair.
And he knows that if he gives his voting base what they want, or even just not what they want, just what he ran on, then he's definitely going to make it again.
I don't think Trump's a populist.
No,
in the sense he's trying to fulfill campaign promises.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which every president tries to do in this part of their presidency. Obama did it with the Affordable Care Act, that was a super left-wing thing to do. That was like crazy.
Literally, all right, Affordable Care Act for me was fine with the exception of one thing. I don't like the individual mandate. That's stupid.
It was all bad. All of it.
Unfortunately, that was one good thing. That was one good. Well,
in my opinion,
I think the pre-existing conditions thing's kind of like it's a reasonable claim, right?
It is reasonable. Just kind of fucks insurance companies in the ass. And that's the last thing you want to do, in my opinion.
My main issue with Affordable Care Act is, well, I guess it's two things. One, the individual mandate. Two, it just puts the government in bed with insurance companies.
Yeah, no, of course, of course.
I don't like the government subsidizing anything, let alone private companies.
Way back when Medicare was initiated, it kind of put this firm connection of government intertwined with healthcare.
Yeah.
Which is fine if that's what you want to do, but now we have this horribly perverted system where it's like half socialized and half free market, and it just doesn't work for anybody, you know? It's like, listen, I totally get the whole socialized healthcare argument. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I get it. And if that's the way your country wants to go for it. And free market, also a very good idea. If that's the way your country wants to go for it. But don't do both. Both doesn't work. You have to have one than the other, you know?
I think the gist of my ideas on probably just on a lot of policies in general, not even Democrat policies,
right.
But like a lot of my ideas on the Democrat policies is just like, I understand what you're doing and why you're doing it and what you think it's going to fix. I just don't think it'll work.
Right.
Like, it's nothing me saying they're stupid. It's like, I appreciate you actually putting forward ideas to solve problems. I think that's way more than the Republicans are doing.
Right now, they're just coasting right now.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
Yeah.
The Republicans are really just trying to, like, I think their game plan is like, the Democrats are radical. Let's leave them over there type of deal.
Let's be the normal ones.
So I'll give the Democrats this. At least they're proposing ideas.
Yeah.
I wish there was more specifics to it.
Right.
But at least it's ideas. I just don't think they work.
I think a lot of their ideas work, not just necessarily in a vacuum, but work in other places, right?
I think obviously a main issue is like America being a number one superpower in the world, having a lot of people, like there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't work.
Yeah.
For America. My dad always said it's like our house is socialist. Like this house is socialist.
Yeah.
Because I can run that
because
shit.
he runs it. Yeah. It's a monarch. I run it. I tell you what to do. And that's how it should be.
So I was like, that's fair. That's fair.
But so let me know what you think of this proposal. I have this theory, and I don't even think it's a theory, but I just think it's a really interesting perspective that I've been having recently. And it's this perspective in which the more technological a country comes, the more depressed it becomes. And that's statistically true. You look at depression rates in America, you look at depression rates in Japan, they're through the roof.
But memes.
But they're so good. And memes. The more depressed a country is, the better the memes are.
Ooh, true.
And so you have this ratio between technological advance and depression and suicide rate. And so the reverse works as well. The more poor a country is, the happier they are on average. So you look at countries like Bugai, which is just one of the poorest countries in the world, but they're one of the happiest statistically.
I want to say...
I think there's a trade-off, right?
Yeah, I want to say the reason for that is when you're in like a poorer country, the things that like matter to you are very apparent.
Of course, yeah.
Like
family,
your family
your health,
is the main thing,
right?
Right. It's like you go out to work for like $2 a day because that's what's going to feed your family,
right?
And when you have this like set goal of like why you're doing something, I think it really helps you like your motivation for doing something, your mindset for doing it. Whereas in America, at least, it's like you're told you want to make the most money possible and then not really told why.
Yeah, right, of course.
It's like you just want the money. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, I don't see a point.
But I'll do it. It's like,
right.
So that's probably where it comes to. Like, obviously, this is easily countered by just having a purpose.
Right, yeah. And there are obvious ways to counter it, but...
It's just like finding that like it's kind of like we're gonna really quickly move this to Melee.
Oh, let's go.
Enough.
Let's go. Super Smash Bros.
Which is
Melee
like America's like Fox.
Okay.
You have a lot of options, dude. But you gotta commit to one.
You gotta pick your place.
You gotta commit to one. Yep. Otherwise, then you're just mind's boggling.
You're all over the place, right?
Whereas, what was the country you mentioned before?
What
was the country you mentioned before?
Bugai.
Yeah. Bugai is a lot like Roy. You just know you want the F smash. You want down tilt F smash. That's all you want.
Yeah, I agree. But it brings up this really interesting question because obviously being technologically advanced is a good thing. We have the best medical care in the world, and we deliver that medical care all around the world, right? We help a lot of countries.
I feel like that's a maybe I shouldn't say the word fact, but that's something that's definitely swept under the rug. Is how good medical care is in America.
It's good.
The problem is it does cost a lot.
It's way more expensive, even on average. So if you do it up by a per capita basis, and you look at countries like more socialized countries like France, theirs is far cheaper than even on a per capita. And I might have to look that up. That might be incorrect. But even on a per capita basis,
we're going with the flow here.
It's fucking crazy expensive. But regardless. So, obviously, our technology is helping the world, and it's helping ourselves, right? The more advanced a society is, the better off we are.
The longer you live, the better you feel when you're old.
But when does that get to too much of a point? I mean, when your depression rate is like through the roof. Should your country stop developing?
You're saying should there be a trade-off at some point?
Right. Should you step back as a country and be like, all right, hold off. And this is kind of my only I mean, obviously, there's a lot of downsides to capitalism. There's a lot of downsides to every market structure. But in my perspective, capitalism will always want to get better, and I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. This
is a weird take.
It is a weird take, I know, because there does get to a certain point where it's like, all right, we're too good now, and now our lives are too good, quote unquote. People are just killing themselves.
See, for me, it's so weird because it's like the fix is just to find a purpose.
Right.
Obviously, easier said than done.
Right. Right.
But it literally could be something simple or something difficult. It doesn't really matter. Just have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's more to it. Like people could have bad childhoods growing up. don't feel loved, that's obviously a
Right.
problem. If you don't feel like you have people to talk to,
Right.
what's the point of having a purpose?
And that's like a precursor up to depression.
I wonder if that might actually be an interesting point. People don't want a purpose for themselves, right? That's the whole point of having like a family and wanting to feed your family. It's not a purpose for you. It's a purpose to help somebody.
Well, but that is a purpose for you, I would argue.
But I'm talking about more like the intrinsic nature to do something for somebody else. Maybe that's the key. So when there's
I would kind of argue that that's intrinsically selfish. Whether or not that's
selfish or not, it requires other people.
Yeah.
And if you don't have
I agree.
you don't have that
Sure.
like foundation of friendship or family or love or whatever,
Sure.
you don't have anything to do for other people. And
I agree.
That could lead to something. Even if
Yeah.
it's selfish in nature, you need the other person.
Right. That's interesting. So you think this sadness factor, and I'll put that in quotes, heavy quotes, isn't based around technological advance. Rather, it's based on the fact that we're becoming more distant.
The technological factor could affect that.
Right.
Like, it's definitely possible.
Like increasing of internet and things like that just
Yeah,
makes us more distant.
Maybe it's so weird saying it, right? Because
Right?
we're more connected than ever.
Of course,
obviously.
of course.
How many times have you heard that on everything you've
know,
seen
right?
on the internet?
Yeah.
We're more connected than ever, but more distant than
But
ever.
more distant than ever.
But like,
But it's true.
it
you know?
is true. It is true. Because it allows hermit lifestyles to be normalized, right? Like you can be in your room all day,
Right.
connecting with people,
But talk to everyone.
but
right.
not have any real relationship and no way to help those people. If that is like an intrinsic nature for a person, even if it's selfish in nature, is to help somebody,
Right.
whether it makes you feel good because they feel good, whatever. You can't really do that from your room scrolling through Facebook or whatever.
Sure.
Like there's ways, obviously, you can be like thoughts and prayers or
Yeah.
donate through a GoFundMe, but
Of course.
that doesn't. I feel like that doesn't get even if
not
you're doing it for
physical enough.
selfish reasons. Even if you're doing it for selfish reasons, it doesn't get you that satisfaction of it.
And this is something that Ben Shapiro kind of talks about a lot. And this whole conversation with universal basic income is if everyone's getting like a yearly check every month or every year.
Yearly check every month.
check every month.
I'll take that.
Yeah, right?
Can I get my year's salary next month?
Sure. Whatever you want. But if you're getting a check in the mail for free, right?
Right.
You lose a sense of purpose. And the sense of purpose, a lot of people would say, is given to you by a job. And Ben Shapiro says, well, sure. Well, most people should get that through religion, right? Have a sense of
I mean,
purpose
that's a way.
right, through religion. But I think in nowadays society, a lot of that's kind of going down the drain. You know, a lot of people don't have religion. A lot of people are kind of adopting this atheistic perspective, which is fine, especially in this like day and age of science, right? But it's like without religion, how do we find like these communities? Like this Melee community is fantastic, you know, because we know all each other on a really personal level. But I mean, does everyone have a community like that? You know, and with religion, it's easy. Just go to a church.
No, yeah.
You know?
The religion's kind of like the speed run of getting to a community.
Yeah, right.
Because obviously I'm Christian, in case people don't know me.
Yeah,
I make it pretty obvious. It's like obviously it's a speed run. And I'm fairly certain most religions are very welcoming to other people.
Of course,
that's kind of the point.
That's
you
the
want more
point.
people for
Of
your
course.
religion. So that's just an easy way to do it. But again, it's like if you don't have that feeling for it, then it's not like your community. It's you trying to force something, which again comes to the problem of easier said than done to find a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't just be like, oh, I'll just make that my purpose. I mean, I guess you could if you brainwash yourself enough.
Well, then it becomes more of a cult, I would say. I mean, I don't really think there's much of a difference between.
I'm talking about anything though. You can just force
anything.
yourself to like that's my purpose. It's like
Sure. Yeah. But that doesn't really seem like it's connected with technology at all. That just seems like that's just an everyday human struggle, right?
Yeah, no, but
I mean, you got to
I
wake
think
up in the morning with a purpose, right?
But I think the purpose of this purpose is the purpose of this technological thing is that it makes it's a lot easier to live life without a purpose.
I see. I see.
So like when there's not internet, right? Like let's go back to time there's no internet, even no phones or whatever. You were constantly judged by other people. It's like
face-to-face value.
You were
Right.
put right in front of this person who's like, so why don't you have a job? I noticed you're not providing bread for your family.
Right.
And it's like then whether obviously it's not a good feeling, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm failing.
Oh my god.
Oh
You're like,
god.
oh, shit. It's like, so I've noticed you haven't been dating anyone. It's been 13 years and you've just been in your room. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's like you get called out at your
Right,
face.
right.
Maybe for online, it's a lot easier to write off. It's like, he's just trolling me.
Right.
I feel like there's...
It's like, oh, mom, she's annoying me on Facebook. I'm just going to block her.
Yeah, it's like there's more excuses allowed.
I've done that before. I have blocked my own mother. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. But I unblocked her. She was just getting annoying. She was posting way too many cat memes. I'm not kidding.
I've only ever unfriended one person, and it wasn't because I disliked what he was posting or whatever. It was that, I swear to God, every 10 minutes new post.
Really?
And I was just like, you should be... He's a teacher. It's like, you should be teaching right now. What are you doing?
A teacher was just posting a ton? Oh, I thought you were telling me about this.
Yeah, no.
You had to block him, right?
I didn't block him. I just unfollowed him. Maybe I said unfriend. I meant unfollow him. So I'm still
unfollow. Yeah, I didn't block my mom. I just unfollowed her. Yeah, we never block your own mom. Jeez.
But he's posting so much stuff, and I was like, I don't care enough about all this.
Right.
Nothing against him. He's a nice guy. Good debate coach.
I don't think teachers should add students on Facebook.
Well, this was after I graduated. He was also
okay.
not my teacher. He was a teacher at a different school.
That doesn't matter. I feel like if you're under 18,
okay, that's a fair point.
You just
fair
shouldn't. I mean, I personally think if you have a job that deals with kids, you shouldn't add kids on
that's
Facebook.
Fair.
You know, but obviously there
goes to another issue with the technology.
There's varying situations, but yeah, technology makes it so easy. It's crazy. I don't know. Life is weird. Life is crazy.
So yeah, that's gonna be my thought behind it, is that technology makes it easy to have or to not have a purpose, or to have a purpose that doesn't involve other people. And
right.
I think the other people is the key to it. It's why communities are such a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whether they be religious or even people like living on the streets, they have their community.
Right.
Like there's the factor that the other people provide. I feel like I'm a psychology professor.
No, that's actually
here?
really interesting. Yeah, and there is this whole thought process of we need to balance our purpose with what's easy, right? And it's like, it's so easy to wake up in the morning and fall back asleep, right? Well, but you got to go to class. Yeah, it's so easy. And one of the things that for me personally is a good way to get around that is to have really rigorous schedules for myself, because then it's like you said, it's giving myself a purpose. It's like at 9:30 I'm going to be at calculus class, you know, at 11:30 I'm going to be editing my podcast, you know. Now the next step in that is holding myself accountable to that schedule can be so difficult. And that's where I think
important thing for the community. You can have other people to hold you accountable.
Exactly.
That was actually what we talked a lot about in my church as well. When it's like, because you obviously try not to sin,
right?
But like sometimes you need another person to help you hold accountable,
right?
And that's like the good Christian thing to do, is like to hold your fellow brothers and sisters accountable.
Accountable for their actions.
I noticed you've been drinking a lot lately. Is
right.
Okay. Like you said you weren't going to do that. Like things like that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, back when I was in like Life Team, which was like a youth participation, like for church, we would text each other. We would have like personalized, I don't know, prayer buddies or something. I don't know what they were called.
It's like a prayer list or something.
I don't know.
Here's
I don't do it anymore. But and we would text each other. We would text each other like,
that's cool,
3 or 4 times a week, and just be like, hey, did you pray today or something? But yeah, it's that whole community thing where it's like, having a schedule for yourself is great, but then you need other people to hold you accountable, and that's what I think is very interesting.
Speaking of community, I love the Melee community.
I love it so much.
So
we're gonna miss you so much.
No.
If you guys don't know, Luke is moving to Michigan. Very sad. Where'd you get a job, if you don't mind me asking?
Like, you want the company or the place? Or
company, yeah, everything, yeah.
So, I believe the specific job title I have is like sales associate for a company called...
it's a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Oh my God, it's a pyramid scheme.
No, it's for Elcometer.
Elcometer. That sounds like a aviation company.
It is not. The funny thing is, when I was up in Michigan before, I told the Melee scene up there, it's like, I have an internship at Elcometer. They're like, you have an internship at El Cabo? You're a waiter?
El Cabo?
There's a Mexican restaurant in the area.
Really?
And I was like, no.
That's an internship. I'm interning to be a hostess.
I drove up 1,500 miles so I could be a waiter.
But what city is it in?
So they recently moved. Actually, when I was at the internship, it was in Rochester,
Okay.
Michigan.
Isn't that in New York? Rochester, New
No.
York. There is a Rochester.
There's a
New
Rochester, New York. I think it was specifically in Rochester Hills, but like they're right next to each other in Michigan.
I see.
Now they're in Warren.
Okay.
But it's a company that makes like coating inspection equipment. I don't know if you know, there's paint on your wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
They put paint on a lot of other stuff too, right?
Right.
So they have like example of a gauge is a dry film thickness gauge, where it's like,
Sure.
If you have something metal, it uses like kind of magnetism to determine the thickness of the coating. So you
Right.
put it like flat on a surface, and based on the magnetic pole between the probe and the surface
And
of
the
the metal,
surface.
it'll measure how thick the paint is.
Hmm.
So it's good stuff for that. I don't know how much I can say.
You're saying that there's code based on
coatings.
Oh, coat. I thought you meant like code, like building code.
No.
Oh, coatings.
Like paint, so paint. In other
Yeah.
words, there's coatings.
Why would you need to know how thick a paint?
Because there's specs.
So there's code.
I don't know if I'd call it that. There's specifications.
Okay.
So like you want like this paint to be this thick, otherwise it doesn't hold up against corrosion or things like that.
I see. And so this company just does inspections?
Well, they don't do inspections. They just make the equipment.
Oh, that's it. That's very nuanced. That's like very specific.
And they make a lot of money.
Wow. Good. No, good for them. That's awesome.
No, because the one thing you hear all the time in like the coating industry, coating, not coding, coating industry,
I see.
is everything needs paint.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I guess plastic doesn't. I mean, like clear plastic, right?
There's probably coatings.
There's
on
probably
that.
coating.
I promise.
Yeah,
there's
there
probably
probably is coating.
Not useful for our equipment, as far as I know.
Right. So in that,
Yet.
you only make equipment that measures metal coatings.
No, they make a lot of stuff. It's not.
Okay, okay.
It's like it's specified coating inspection equipment, but like they make stuff called dew point meters, which measure the dew point,
Right.
measure the temperature. Measure
Okay,
clim-
so they're
climate
a
stuff.
measurement company.
Essentially.
Okay, I see.
But it's
That's
it's
fascinating.
inspection equipment is essentially.
Okay.
I think I say coating inspection equipment because I met them at the Society of Protective Coatings conference.
Is that where you're specifically going to be?
In coding? I'm just going to be a sales associate. I'll probably be selling all their stuff.
Oh, you're just going to be selling.
Yeah, a sales
I
associate.
see. So it's a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme. No, the boss is real good too. In case he ever watches this, which he never will, but if he does,
I mean,
he'll see me talking about him. No, he's a real cool guy.
Trust me, Luke's future boss. Luke is a great guy. He's literally held the melee scene on his back for a little while.
Put it on the back. I don't think he knows I put it
But
on
you know,
there.
to be completely honest, we all have at one point. I have. Bill has.
Yeah.
Chris Bowie has. Shout out to Chris Bowie.
Yeah, OG.
Yeah. So everybody's put the melee scene on their back at one point. It's just like an obligation thing, and that's
Somebody's got to do it.
it ties us back to community, right?
Yeah, no.
Because
we got to keep this community together, man.
That's the thing. It's like when I was starting out, not even when I was starting out, like a year into it, saw a bunch of people, and I saw Angel, who was running Gamers on the Edge, and I was like, this guy doesn't give a shit about melee. Like, he loves the melee community, of course, and he did a fantastic job
He
running
loves
Gamers
the
on the Edge.
community.
But he hated running melee events. I'm just going to be honest with you. So I was like, man, we need a new weekly. So I ran one, right?
12-inch.
And then no one else ran one. And then I kept running
Hey,
one.
I was running mine.
And then
the whole
then
time.
you started running yours, but that was like
I ran USF before 12-inch, didn't I? I thought I did.
Yes,
I ran it in
but
April
USF was so
2017.
nuanced and it was free.
That's fair.
And there was only like 5
Dude,
people.
in the early days, we got like 6 people.
And it was like Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, we
and
ran
it was,
I ran 2 days because I wanted people to come out.
and it was just friendlies. There wasn't a
no,
bracket.
there was a bracket.
It was
There
like
was a couple
low tier.
There was a couple times where there wasn't a bracket because
Okay.
we had like 4 people show up.
I see.
But if we had like 6 or more, I always ran like a round robin or something.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so you just gotta run this shit on your back sometimes. So it is what it is.
Dude, I love melee community. They're so fun.
They are fun.
People in Michigan are fun too, but like I'm gonna miss you guys. Too.
What are some notable players in Michigan? Do you know?
I mean, do you like? What do you mean
Just
by like notable
top
players?
2 or 3 player. Like what's
Like,
the top 3?
People I know, or just in Michigan?
Well, what's their top 5 like?
I believe Duck's number 1.
Okay, I know Duck.
KJH.
Okay, I know KJ.
Ginger.
Oh, they're in Michigan? Oh, I guess Big House is in Michigan, so there's a good scene up there.
You're putting the pieces together, man.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Wait, so
Duck, KJH.
Duck is
Ginger.
number 1?
Why wouldn't he be?
KJH?
It's Duck.
Is
He's
Duck
like a
that
top
good?
20 player.
Duck is so
KJH
good.
was like ranked 30, wasn't he?
I
That
don't
was like
know.
18. I don't
And
know.
then Ginger, but I don't consider him Ginger. I just consider him that guy that lost to Dom.
No, we're gonna bring that up.
Of course I am.
Hey,
Harkune,
Tampa Pride.
slap
Tampa
my
Pride.
boy. He's gonna be on here soon, and
Dom?
that's the only thing we're gonna talk about is slapping Ginger.
Oh, for 40 minutes straight.
It's gonna be like an hour long of just us talking about how Ginger sucks. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
So Duck, KJH, Ginger.
I don't know.
Oh wait, Tech Boy.
Tech Boy is up there.
Is he Michigan?
Yeah, he's Michigan.
He's so sick.
I don't think he's top 5.
And his dad.
Dude, I
Is
saw
a
his
Fox
dad in the
player.
tournament. I thought that was
Yes.
so funny. I was like, let's go. Let's go, Tech Boy.
I idolize Tech Boy as a player.
Shout outs to the parents supporting the young kids. Acker's dad always
Akir?
showing up. Akir.
Akir's parents are very active in his melee career. That's fantastic.
That's
it's
nice
so
to
good.
know, right?
Yeah.
Is like, so like let's say they think it's pointless, right? His
Right.
parents think it's like I don't know why he's doing it.
Mhm.
It's like it's real good of them to just support him. The
No, of
community.
It's the community. Well,
Although
it's
it's
like
more
soccer,
family.
you know? It's like if you're in a soccer league, are you going to become a top soccer player? No, probably not. You probably suck, honestly.
Yeah.
You're probably trash. But your parents
You
are still
probably
gonna
scored
drive
on
you.
your own goal more than once.
I've done that.
No.
Only once.
Oh, okay, only
It
one.
was unfortunate. And I was a goalkeeper.
He's scoring stuff and you're like goalkeeper. That's funny.
It's unfortunate. It's much easier to do, but it's very unfortunate.
But you're supposed to. You had one job.
Well, you're not allowed to pick up the ball if your teammate passes it to you.
Oh, really? I don't know soccer rules.
Yeah, so if your teammate passes it to you, obviously your teammates can't touch it with their hands.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper can only touch the ball inside the goalkeeper box,
yeah.
but I can't touch the ball if my teammate passes it to me, only if they head it to me. So if the ball bounces off their head, I can catch it. So if they shoot it to me and I miss, I can only catch it with my feet. So
Rough times.
Yeah. That's only happened once.
No, other players. I think Morse code is probably number 4.
He's a Fox player?
Samus.
Really? Dude, it's so interesting seeing how the top players affect the other players. Is there a single freaking Samus in Florida? Seriously. Other than Esam or Plup.
I mean, that's pretty good. Samus is right there.
Yes, but they don't play Samus anymore. Esam doesn't even play Melee. And Plup,
Kyle used to play Samus.
he's literally the best Sam. Oh, no. Pi.
Pi was real good.
Pi is amazing.
Wes Jr. is a South Florida Samus.
From Miami.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
but
pretty good.
neither of them are like top 10.
No, he's not gonna. Well, Wes Jr.'s on the South Florida PR one.
So you look at like the PR, and you've got Hungrybox, and obviously Hungrybox is an anomaly. But then you've got Komodo, and Komodo's like up
Yeah.
and coming. You know, what is he like top 12? He's 11 now, right?
I think even in the South Florida, or no, not South Florida, the Tampa Ultimate PR. There's like 3 snakes at the top or something.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Well,
How many? I mean, Sam Sura's still the best, like second best in Florida, right? And he's a peach.
I don't think you understand how many people are in Florida.
Yeah,
Zero's
for
in
ultimate.
Florida.
Yeah, but none of them play. I don't. Plus,
Is Nairo in Florida?
I don't follow the ultimate community at all.
Am I crazy?
I don't follow the ultimate.
I don't follow Ultimate.
I literally just don't. It's just I don't know. It's just useless to me. I just don't.
I
see
like
it.
playing Ultimate. Ultimate's fun.
I just don't see a point to it.
I'll probably not ever get super competitive with Ultimate.
No, of course not.
I didn't think, but then again, I also
don't
didn't
see a
think I was
point.
gonna get super competitive with Melee.
Really? Well, you played Smash 4 beforehand, right?
So should we just go to this story?
Sure, I gotta wrap this up though. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, it is 5 in the morning right now. Although we're done with finals,
Hey.
so we're going to Salty Key tomorrow.
I mean, I'm not, but
I know you're not.
gotta move.
I am though. But yeah, finals are done,
Yeah.
which I'm so excited about.
No, so like when Smash 4 came out, I was like, I want to play Smash 4. Smash 4. I love Smash. Play Brawl all the time.
Right.
Good stuff. At some point, I was like, I want to get a little better at Smash 4, so I started looking for tournaments or whatever. And I come across Apex 2015,
Oh, PPMD.
and it wasn't
Dr.
Smash
PP.
4. I
Nope.
came across Melee.
Melee.
And it was funny. The first full match I watched was Mewtwo King versus Leffen at Apex 2015.
Was that winter semis?
Quarters?
Quarters. Okay.
I believe. Where's quarters?
Mewtwo King,
Point
My
is,
boy.
I knew Mewtwo King from Brawl. Was
Right.
a really good Meta Knight.
and Smash 4. He played
And he was
Smash 4
good.
as well.
I watched some of his early videos of
Yep.
Smash 4. So I was watching this and I was like, well, this isn't Smash 4. And then everybody made this huge deal of Leffen beating Mewtwo King. I'm like, what the fuck's?
Oh, wait a second. I thought Mutaking beat Leffen.
No, not Apex 2015. That was the first. That was the last like hurdle for Leffen to conquer. It was the last god he beat. Apex 2015.
Who was in grand finals in Apex? It was
PPMD and Armada. Leffen made it to winners finals.
I thought it was PPMD and Mutaking.
No,
What
Mutaking was
tournament?
out at 9th.
What tournament was that?
Apex 2015.
No, what tournament was it? Grand finals, Mutaking and
Big House 4. Oh, Apex 2014 was grand finals.
Ew, I see. Where was Apex held?
Isn't it New Jersey?
Is
I
it?
think it's New Jersey.
I mean, not anymore.
Well, yeah.
But rip, yeah, right. Although we said rip to Pound, and Pound came back,
Hey.
which was sick.
But yeah, no, so I saw that match, and everyone was freaking out. It's like, oh my god, Leffen beat Mutaking.
You're like, what? Who is this guy? Yeah, it's this guy.
Smash 4 player. I thought he just plays for
Don't
fun.
see why it's so hype.
So then, obviously, that led to me watching a little more Melee. Led to me watching the doc. I wouldn't say the doc's what got me into Melee, though.
Really?
I'd probably been watching Melee for like 6 months before I saw the doc.
Okay. Actually, me too, to be honest with you.
What I would say got me into
The
Melee,
documentary got me excited about it.
Oh yeah, no, I was
For sure.
hyped.
I mean,
was
but
like,
everyone did, right? You know, they're coming out with a new one, right?
Yep, metagame.
Metagame. I can't wait for that.
Like Travis Beauchamp is his name.
He's the creator.
Or Samox, I think.
He's super talented.
He great. He's really just holding me back, man.
I know.
I
That's
remember
because he puts out such good.
Oh, he's when this thing
quality.
drops, it's gonna be amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
But-
Is it gonna be as long as the old one? you think?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't think.
I know he wants to get it on Netflix.
Oh, that would be so. What if the documentary got on Netflix?
I wonder. Here's my thought behind it, my theory. I think the doc's been done for a minute. Like it's been done.
The metagame.
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 I think it's been done for a minute, and he's just trying to squeeze it into some streaming site.
Well, think about it like this. If metagame came out and Project Slippy is fully completed, you get these two massive powerhouses. And me and DJoy were talking about this. You get two massive powerhouses.
Oh yeah, I heard you're gonna be using Slippy hopefully soon.
Yes. So 12-inch, which fingers crossed might be the new thing for Tampa. I might even change the name. I don't know. Probably not though, because 12-inch is sick. We might be using Slippy, but if you use Project Slippy, metagame, and these newfound rise of players like
Ultimate players and stuff.
No, like Zane,
Oh yeah.
Leffen, Plup,
Well, I mean,
Captain Face Roll.
Leffen and Plup aren't really new.
But these are guys who aren't gods, but who are becoming the best in the world, and they are beating the gods.
I think Zane's probably your best example there.
But even Plup, I mean, Plup has only been like top 5 for 3 years, which is obviously a long time. Or only 2 years.
He's like top 20 for like,
of course, but
7 years.
but so was, I mean, how long has SFAT been top 20? How long has SFAT been top 10? 10 years or some shit like that.
That's fair.
And what I'm saying is
But I feel
there's
like
a lot
calling
of
him
players.
the rise of a new player is an issue.
Well, what I'm saying is there's a lot of players who have stagnated for a really long time.
Okay, yeah.
Lucky, SFAT. I would go so far. I mean, Hugs, right? Duck, I would say. Like, these are all phenomenal players, and they're all definitely top, like, 50.
And we'll never beat him.
and we'll never beat him, but they will never be God status. And they'll never be top 5. They'll never be, in my opinion. I mean, I hope to God that Lucky or SFAT or S2J or any of those players or like Wizrobe, I hope to God they get better.
Well, Wizrobe could.
Wizrobe could.
All those, Wizrobe could.
Wizrobe could for sure. But
Like, he's already beaten H-Box
but
before.
they just,
Wizrobe
in my
will never
opinion,
beat
just
Mango.
won't.
Wizrobe will never beat Mango.
No, it won't happen.
I'm like
No.
fully confident.
He's
will
too
never
good at the
happen.
matchup.
It'll just never happen.
But
like,
you have these new players like Plup, Leffen, Zane, who have shown that they can destroy everyone. And I think Captain Faithful's on the come up. He's my.
you're like
I'm
you're like the biggest Captain
I'm a
Faithful
huge
fan.
Captain Faithful fan. He's just been winning every local recently, and
I don't keep up with the California scene, so
he's so good. But I think with this new rise of players, Project Slippy, and the metagame, dude, ROM, Revival of Melee, 2019. That's what's happening, bro. It might be 2020, which would be even more hype. Just like 2020, Revival of Melee. We just
no,
burn
you gotta
all
make
the
it
switches.
2021, 20-year anniversary.
Oh, that would be actually crazy. All right, man. It's 5 o'clock.
Kicking me off.
I am
Spent like
kicking you off.
more than half the time talking
It's
about
been-
politics.
like an hour 15. Good though, because I don't think people were digging the tanks. I was digging it. It was fun, and it was a good segue.
Yeah, I was getting destroyed. I wasn't digging it.
Let's go back here for a second.
Don't show the score. I'm getting mollywopped.
I'm getting an airstrike. I'm getting
Might as well get, like,
I'm getting
4.
3 airstrikes, and now I'm just gonna drop this shit right on you. You ready for
You're
this
too
shit?
kind to me.
I'm just gonna fire that shit.
Not even giving me a chance to fight back.
No, I don't give a shit.
And this is how it ends. The good die young.
It's just broken. It's so broken. Well, regardless of however way you want to die, Luke,
I didn't want to die that way.
it was nice knowing you.
Nice note. Yeah, you'll never see
Probably
me
never
again.
going to see you again. I mean, when's the next time you thinking you're coming back?
That's,
You have no idea.
no idea.
Yeah.
Never in the area.
I mean, your family's all still here, so you got to come back
That's true.
eventually.
Oh, yeah, I'll be back for, like, Christmas and stuff. Yeah, you're right.
But this is kind of personal. Is your girlfriend moving up there with you or no?
I mean, she's not optometry school for the next, like, 4 years.
Okay. Oh, so she's still a student for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's going to
Okay.
optometry school.
And then, do you know if after that she's gonna move up or if you're gonna move down? Just winging it.
Play it as it goes.
Yeah.
I'm a real go with the flow kind of guy.
Go with the flow. Sometimes you just gotta let it happen, you know. So it'll work out. It'll be dope. So I know I was getting a little personal
I don't
on you
mind it.
in the last 20 seconds.
You can ask
but
anything you want.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about that. We were getting pretty personal right before the stream started, but it's all good.
I don't recall.
I know. It's pretty late. All right, Luke. It was a pleasure having you on. I appreciate you doing this last minute. Shout outs to Spency not making it,
Hey.
and you jumped in his place, so I appreciate you.
I was like, hey, do you need somebody?
Heck yeah.
Oh, Perkins. Perkins is nice. Shout out to Perkins.
Big shout outs to Perkins.
Sponsored by Perkins.
Oh, that'd be sick. Actually, huge shout outs to Yingling.
Yingling Light.
Please sponsor us. The official beer of Tampa Bay. This is only the 3rd time in this podcast we've talked about it. So, all right, everybody, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.
Well, they might watch this.
They might be
during the day.
watching it during the day. Doesn't matter.